Hello, I'm just going to take you through the project module. This is the system used to submit projects to the humanitarian program cycle. The website URL is in the link below, projects.hbc.tools. You'll need to click the login button and put in your humanitarian ID username and password. Now in this video we are going to fly through a demonstration, so I'm just going to go onto the demonstration site. You're looking for this button up in the top right hand corner, New Project. When you first log in, you'll see some filter options and buttons that will allow you to see the projects that you've submitted or that your organization has submitted. And I'm going to go through these 7 pages here. Here we go. The first thing to say is that these red bits at the side of the question answer boxes indicate that these are mandatory bits to fill out. So we need to put in a project name. I'm going to be a hand pump NGO. I'm going to choose these two, the start and end dates, using the 2021 button. If you're doing COVID-19 or the preparedness and response plan, you can add these tags. Your organization name should be in there automatically. You can remove it and submit another organization. Tap in your organization acronym or search for it by name. There should be pretty much everything in there. If you can't find your organization, you can click on this link here and we'll be able to set you up with that. You have a text box here where you can type in the name of your implementing partners. Put in the name of the primary contact for the project. Put in an email address and put in a phone number here. And then let's click Save and Next. All of these have error messages. We're going to choose the Sudan Humanitarian Response Plan. And so if you haven't filled something up correctly, you'll see a red box appearing. And it should tell you more or less what you need to do. In this second page, you have to choose which sector you're responding. You're going to work in. We're going to work in the water, sanitation and hygiene sector here. And then I have some fields to fill out as well. Remember, you can submit multi-sector projects by ticking more than one of these boxes. However, if you want to do refugee work, let me untick that and put in this one here. You can only choose refugee or the sectors, but you can't do both. Obviously, when you choose refugee, you do get a long list of the global refugee sectors, work areas, which you can choose. So I could do refugee water response here, but I'm going to do WASH in the main sector, so I'm going to tick on that here and fill out this bit here. So I'm going to describe the needs. I have a box here to talk about the activities and outputs. Now there's quite a lot of bits to do later on about activities, so here you're looking just for a short description really. Question block 3 is all about cash, where you can estimate the percentage of cash that you're going to do either directly or as vouchers. As with previous years, you have your GAM, your gender and age marker. I'll just talk you through this. First, you select one of the appropriate options here, or the appropriate one that's appropriate for your project. Then you need to click on this link that will take you to the survey. Here, I'm just going to do a test one quickly. Here, basically, you have to answer more questions about your project and say the extent to which it is gender and age compliant. When you get to the end of this form, you'll get a code. Copy that code into question 4.1 like that. And that's you proving that you've filled out their survey and got to the end. And it also links this project to the global to the gender and age marker survey. We've got an environment marker, same kind of thing. You choose one of these options and you can enter some text here to describe that bit there. Protection mainstreaming, you have a yes-no, partially type of question, and an opportunity to explain more. You've got your accountability to affected populations and prevention of sexual exploitation and abuse. Again, you've pressed Control here to select more than one of these options to how your project will share information with the beneficiaries. If it's not applicable, by the way, come down here, choose the last option, Other, and put NA, or nice and simply. You've got a text box to fit out there, and that's you done on the protection one. You've got your 3 strategic objectives: saving life, living conditions, and protection. And here you want to say the extent, or put in a percentage rather, to show what percentage of your project is aiming to do each of these strategic objectives. Number 9 here, you've got 4 questions about durable solutions. Drop down for a kind of yes-no, another multi-select option, and then 2 more yes-nos. And that is page 2. We're going to click Save and Next, and that should take us through to the next page. Okay, now here, this is the locations section, which is going to make your project appear correctly on the map. So I'm going to work maybe in all, I don't know, maybe I'm going to put this in all areas of Al Jazeera here. For my hand pump NGO, that's it on this page, dead simple. The next one is about the caseload for the project, how many people you're going to help. I'm going to put in 1,000. Now I'm working in Al Jazeera, so I'm going to click the edit disaggregation here. I'm going to see there the sector's targets. Now I'm just going to put in a couple of numbers here for these 2 localities, and that gives the sector even more detail about where I am. Now I need to go down and find the hand pump activity. I'm going to expand the activities that are here. Here we go, drill and install hand pumps, it's activity 1. So I just tick that I'm going to do that activity, choose the indicator, in this case it's number of hand pumps. I'm going to do 10 hand pumps. I can edit the disaggregation here, and I can see how many hand pumps are needed. So there's 8 here, and maybe do 5 here, and 3 here. And that's us. I'm actually going to change this. Doesn't make sense to do more hand pumps than the sector needs. So the wash sector has planned to do, and this is the planned column here. You can see these target numbers for this indicator, which is number of water hand pumps installed. So that's the only activity this project is going to do. I'm ready to go on to the next thing. You can see there's lots of other indicators you could be doing for wash. Save and Next. At any time you can click Save, by the way, and close the browser completely, come back the next day, and the project will be there in your organization's thing. So I'm going to put in a value of 200,000 for these hand pumps. I click that I understand that this is going to be available publicly. It's going to be on the financial tracking system. And I have to split up my budget here. So I'm going to put in at least 1 budget line for the hand pumps. So this is installation of the hand pumps. And I'm going to put that at 150,000. I'm going to put in some more detail here. And that's going to be 25,000 here. And this one's also going to be 25,000. And so I put it in the right box. Green is good. Green means your budget lines match your total budget. And I'm ready to go to the save and review stage. This gives me a chance to have a look at what I've submitted. It looks at the detail. I'll just tell you about this top bar here. Once you're ready to submit, the thing that you'll see this bar will change, and you'll no longer be able to edit it. At the moment, the map will appear blank until you submit, until you go through to the final stages. You get to review your basic pages and everything, see all the information that you've entered, the areas that you said you were going to work in, and you get to see all of the details that you've submitted on this page. I'm going to click Submit Project for Review, and that's it. That's me submitted a project.